Hello, my name is Ali, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Hakuoki Kyoto wins Saito's route. Let's go. I thought so. But then again, I don't see him as a type to just cause an unnecessary scene either. You shouldn't let your guard down in front of him, but no need to be too cautious either. Saito's reserved nature made it difficult for people to observe him, but he used this to his advantage and seemed to be astute when watching others. All we can do is pray that Sanon pulls through. You're right. Above us sang the wind of the gentle night, its song catching the ears of the star-filled sky. It's interesting wording. And so the long night broke. The captains of the Shinsengumi gathered in the common room.
Okay, everyone. Don't worry, the hardest part for him is over.
The room collectively breathed a sigh of relief.
So, how is Sanon?
He's still asleep. Looks pretty peaceful. So, has Sanon gone crazy like the others?
Inoue simply shook his head.
We won't know for sure until he wakes up. For now, he looks just like he always has.
Suddenly then the door slid open. Oh, God.
Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing?
Poop.
Aw, shit, Ito. That wasn't the warm welcome I expected. My, you all look rather glum.
Well, isn't it obvious that it's because we have to see your face in the morning?
My Nagakura darling, you're such a jokester.
Ito dismissed Nagakura's snide remark, and he turned to face the standing warriors.
Come now, why the long faces, everyone? It has to do with the happenings of last night, I presume.
No.
Despite Kondo's eyes flew around... Desperately, Kondo's eyes flew around the room, as if looking for someone to offer an excuse.
Sano, make something up.
What? Me? Well, you see, yesterday... You're a miserable...
Wow, derp.
You're a miserable actor. Keep your mouth shut. How about you leave the explaining to someone who can string two words together,
Okita turned to Saito expectantly, and the latter spoke up at once.
As you may have heard, Deputy Commander Ito, an incident occurred last night at headquarters.
An incident, you say?
Yes. However, we have yet to assume a real grasp on the situation. An attempt to make an explanation right now is risk of confusion from inaccurate information. If you wish, I would be happy to provide you with more detailed report this afternoon.
I see. I understand. I shall look forward to receiving the details this evening. Very well, then. Good day.
God, that guy drives me nuts.
Ito brandished another strange smile, stood, nodded, and left the room promptly.
Seems like he let us off easy.
What do you mean?
Ito has his wits about him. We shouldn't have let him see all of us together. The only man missing was Sanon. It won't take Ito long to realize something's happened to him.
Oh. Ito had likely guessed at what took place, but decided not to press the issue. I looked up just in time to see Sanon shuffle through the door. Sanon!
I forgot his voice. Wait, there we go. Hey, no, come on, guys.
I don't know what I did with his voice. Oh my god. Has it really been that long that I forgot it? Or forgot how to do it?
Hey, come on, guys. Don't stare at me like I'm some kind of monster.
This isn't the first time I had that issue with him, too.
Sanon, you sure you should be up at
Oh my god, ever since I messed up on Sanon's voice, now I'm messing up on everybody's voice. Oh my god.
Sanon, You sure you should be up and about?
I'm okay, a little drained, sore. A side effect of my new condition, I assume. Those who've taken the draught often find activity during daylight hours to be especially taxing.
Sanan looked a little pale, but it didn't look too difficult for him to stand and speak. But if it's hard for him to move during the day...
I am no longer a human being.
Those words sunk our hearts heavily. Even the captains fell silent to his solemn admission.
Oh, Sanan, who cares about what you are? You're alive. That's good enough for me.
Kondo stood and grabbed Sanan's shoulders tightly, his expression bright and endearing. Tears nearly welled in his beaming eyes.
So, how's your arm? Has it healed?
I haven't fully recovered yet, so I would withhold any final judgment, but...
He lifted his left arm, the arm that before had hung limp at his side, and flexed his hand. It didn't look any different than before his injury.
It seems to have been healed. At the very least, it is no longer a hindrance.
Thank goodness. In spite of the chaos from last night, his wish to use his arm once more came true. However...
Sorry, I hiccuped. That felt really weird. Okay. You can't go out in the sun, though, right? Will you still be able to fight with us?
His voice was calm, almost careless.
I have no idea. Tell everyone I died.
What?
From now on, I will serve in the Corps. To remind them, and us, that success is possible.
Sanan, have you lost your mind? Do you know what you're saying?
Of course I do. Do you, Nagakira? The Shogun has ordered us to keep this thing a secret. And, if I, die, the Shogun's secret remains so. Besides, consider the possibility of the side effects being managed, or even removed. What reason do we have not to use it?
They seemed to be against Sanan's idea, though no one said anything. Who would want to consign a friend to a life of secrecy, lived in shadows? But...
We were given this task by the Shogun himself. I suppose this is our only choice.
Well, this is what you asked for, Sanan. And besides, you're not the type to listen either.
You know me well, don't you? You couldn't have been more accurate.
Hijikata scoffed at Sanan's suggestion, and bitterness frothed from his words.
This means moving to a new location isn't something we can put off any longer. If we're going to hide Sanan from Ito and his men, we need more space. This place won't cut it.
I agree. If we intend to begin research again, then a move is even more urgent.
All right, everyone. Even though none of you got much sleep, we need to attend to business. Yukimura, you go back to your room. I know you didn't get sleep much.
Okay, understood. Please excuse me. I bowed to everyone and left the common room. I'm happy that Sanan was safe, but a whole flurry of new concerns arose. Learning of my father's horrible work. What will become of me? Will I be safe? Such thoughts buzzed heavily in my head as I walked back to my room. June 1865. June 1865. Our emperor had passed, and our year moved from the 2nd of Ganji to 1st of Kyo. It was 3 months since we'd moved headquarters to Nishihanwanji. There is a lot more room, but more room meant, well, farther to walk. I'd walked through it almost every day for weeks, and I was finally beginning to learn my way around. Derp. As I turned a corner near the back of the compound, I caught sight of someone sitting in the shadows. There you are, Sanan. Your food's ready.
Oh, hello. Thank you.
The snow disappeared, the cherry blossoms bloomed and fled, and now the swallows of the heat came. Sanan and I exchanged a pair of smiles, and I held out my hand to let the breeze brush across them. It's really gotten warm lately.
Yes, it has. Unfortunately, the increased sunshine has been more unpleasant for me than the heat.
Really? I didn't think the sun was particularly strong that day, but to Sanan, who hid in the shadows and out of sight during the day, it must have been unbearable. Thinking back to the night of the incident, I remember Sanan transformed into a being with white hair, eyes lusting for blood. But looking at his peaceful smile now made it hard to imagine such a night was real. If someone told me it was all a bad dream, I would have believed it. It wasn't a dream, though, and now Sanan spends his days hiding from the sunlight and from the others. I have definitely tapped into the Shinsengumi's secrets. For just a moment, the sun lit on Sanan's hair. Ay! Ah! I don't know if it was a trick of the light or simply my mind being foolish, but in that moment his hair was a brilliant white.
Is something the matter? You look as though you've seen a ghost, which I hardly feel is polite.
Oh, no, nothing at all. He looked perfectly normal now, of course. Surely, I thought I must have simply imagined it. Sanan had become the same creature as the men I encountered on my first night in Kyoto. And here, right in front of me, he stood. The fear of the night cast a shadow over my heart. It was unnerving. Heisuke and I made our way through the crowded, as usual, streets of Kyoto at a brisk pace. You know, I haven't gone out on patrol with you in quite a while, Heisuke.
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess not. Edo had me pretty busy. So, how was it while I was gone? Shin and Sano didn't bug you while I was gone, did they?
Everything was fine, and they were kind to me.
Ah, that's good. So, any updates on your dad? Did you find any leads?
None at all.
Ah, I see. I stopped by your old place in Edo, and with the information you gave me, but, well, there was no signs of anyone returning. Seriously, I wonder where he went.
The somberness of Heisuke's expression started to rub off on me. Now I was depressed. Oh, thank you for taking the time to look anyway.
There's nothing to thank me for. I mean, the fact that you're not allowed to come and go as you please is completely our fault.
Heisuke? Heisuke stopped himself mid-sentence, which was jarring. Ever since he returned from Edo, he looked glum. Hey, Heisuke? How about you? It's been a while since you were in Edo. Does it seem different from Edo? Wait, what? Anyway, I think I read that wrong, but oh well.
Well, I sort of feel like the town has changed. So have the people.
Huh? I wondered what was going through his head. Did something happen to him in Edo? His sudden change of character confused me. Heisuke's head jerked up slightly, and he looked across the street. He stood on his toes and waved.
Hey, Soji, find anything over there?
Nope, everything's normal.
Okita was out on patrol as well, although his route took him through a different part of the city.
Well, normal for now, at least. I'm sure things will pick up once the Shogun gets here.
The Shogun's coming to visit Kyoto?
Yep. It's got Kondo all worked up, too. Kondo truly respects Shogun.
How did you say? Aimochi? I think it's Aimochi. Ah, I see. I hope it turns out well. Right, Heisuke?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I bet he is.
Huh? Something had really gotten into him. I glanced at Okita to see if he noticed anything. Okita, are you alright? I'm gonna let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!